If I'm being honest, I've never really had that many friends. I'm more of an introvert and I've never been that social or overconfident. So over the course of my life, I just haven't talked to that many people. Also during my younger years, I didn't really go to that many sports clubs, only like volleyball and handball. So I just didn't make that many friends over the course of my life. And also I used to play all of these games on my PC, all of the time. I used to spend hours and hours playing Minecraft, playing Fortnite, Geometry Dash, all of those games on my PC, so I would never really go out and actually socialize with people. However, this year, in 2025, absolutely everything has changed for me, bro. I've been the most confident that I've ever been. I've also gotten to know like over 50 or 100 people, and also 10 of those are actually really good friends of mine now. And this is really awesome, However, I think the most important thing I've done this year is just leveling up my social skills, bro. This started about a year ago when I was finishing up high school and searching for a school to go to continue studying. So I was searching and I found a really cool college. It was like a private school. I really wanted to get in, so I did the tests that I was required to do to get in, and so I waited a bit, and even though I got a pretty bad score on my test, I got like 50 or 60%, I still got an email saying that I've been selected for an interview. So I was really happy because this was basically my dream college or my dream private school I wanted to go to. And so I went to the interview. The people who interviewed me seemed like really nice people, and after that I basically waited and I actually got in, so I was on top of the world. I actually got accepted to a really amazing school in my country, so I was really happy. I remember the first day I went to school, I knew absolutely no one there, so I had to socialize, bro. I couldn't do anything else, and so I did. I actually talked to people. I actually went up to some people to say hi and ask about their interest and how they got into the school and whatever the topics were at the time. And so I got to know some people pretty well. So I sat next to them and we just talked, and they became like a member of some certain friend groups or whatever. So yeah, I got to socialize, and the thing that made me even more friends was going to the gym. I would go to the gym with a classmate, so I got to know him better, and also I would see people from my school at the gym many times. Like basically all of the time, some of the people from my school would be at the gym, so I just went up to them and said hi and tapped them up or something, and we just started talking, and after that, I had way more friends, and that way I've been just leveling up my confidence and my social skills. Also like school projects or whatever, this all made me get to know people more, and that way, I became just more social. Also this year I started talking to some of my friends, so that way I leveled up my social skills even more, bro. But the point of this video isn't just me trying to help you get more friends. Of course it's part of it, however, I think the most important thing is just leveling up your social skills and trying to see which friends are actually real, if you know what I mean. This year when I started making friends more, I also kind of started observing people more, just trying to see if they're even a good friend or not. My goal isn't to make as many friends as possible. My goal is to, socialize with people, of course, but the people I really want to spend my time around, like those people have to be real friends, have to be, actually capable of being lifelong friends, bro. This is the thing that I actually got wrong at the start of this year. I started making as many friends as possible, however, many of those friends were just fake, just people like in my life who didn't actually respect me and who were talking behind my back. Now I realized I should give absolutely no attention to those fake friends, because this is just a waste of my time. And that way I've actually been building a deeper connection with the friends that I've already had. I haven't had that many friends over the course of my life, but the friends who I've actually had and who I've been, spending my time around, these are actually real friends. My dad also said this, that the friends you make as you get older, most of the time, these aren't actually real friends, bro. These are just some side characters in your life. You should build a deep deep connection with the friends you've already got. But if you don't have any friends, of course, go and socialize and go and make friends. However, your goal isn't to make as many friends as possible, in my opinion, and also in my dad's opinion. That is the kind of the advice I want to give you, that you should build a deeper connection with the friends that you already have, and hang around them and do things with them. And also, if you want more friends, of course, go socialize. However, your goal shouldn't be to make as many friends as possible. But bro, if you're an introvert like me and you don't have that many friends and you wanna get more friends, then the only way you can do that is by leveling up your social skills and actually socializing with people. You do that by going to a new school, going to a sports club, going to the gym regularly, and just saying hi to people, saying what's up to people, and just starting these conversations yourself, because you shouldn't expect people to start conversations themselves, because most people are like kind of introverts, so they aren't that social and they usually don't start conversations themselves. So you kind of have to be the bigger man. If you want to get more confident, of course, focus on yourself. Go make more money, go build a really jacked physique and do stuff like that. However, if you actually want to make progress in your social life, then the only way you can do that is just by socializing with people, just by starting conversations yourself. Sadly, and contrary to popular belief, there actually isn't some kind of hack you can do to make friends or to become more confident. The way you do that is just socializing with people, just going up to people and saying hi and starting conversations yourself. This is the only way, and I know this sounds hard. However, if you do that, if you just go out of your way and just go say hi to some people you see outside, even on the street, just go say hi to some people, or go to the gym, and when you see someone regularly, then ask for a spot or something. And that way you actually make friends and actually start building your social skills if you haven't already. Even though this advice sounds so basic and so boring, that just going up to people and starting conversations yourself, and this is the only way to make friends. However, this is actually true. This is the advice that works. Just fucking socialize with people. Like this is the least you can do if you really want to get friends, and if you're been at your computer all of the time. Like, you can't expect to make friends by just being in your room all day. Just go outside and socialize with people, and I promise you, bro, that way you will be the most confident version of your life in no time. So yeah, I hope this video wasn't all over the place, and I hope you actually got something you can take away from this video. So yeah, I really believe in you, bro, and good luck. See you in the next one.